Okay, so welcome to tonight's training session. You are joined by myself, Lucy, and the lovely Alina, Philip. Um,
Hello.
so, those of you that don't know Alina, Alina is based in Romania. She is one of our top sellers. And she kindly, I don't know if she volunteered so much as I forced her into doing this training session with me, but she's an amazing seller and she's super creative. So, I think you'll have lots of ideas. Alina's first language is not English, so it's even more impressive that she'll be presenting in English because most of us don't speak Romanian. So even more kind and considerate of Alina to present in a different language. So I'm going to start the session off just by giving you some kind of like key facts, ideas around Easter, and then Alina will take over with, I'm sure, the more sparkling side of the presentation. Alina, if you wouldn't mind letting people into from the waiting room while I'm talking, that would be super kind because I've yet to
Yeah,
work out how to talk and do that.
I am on
Um,
it. Hope
Thank you.
to click
Thank
it.
you very much. So welcome everyone. Thank you for giving up your evening to talk about Easter. Don't know what the weather's like where you are, but if you're in England, it's pretty freezing cold and rainy and horrible. So hopefully this will get you feeling a bit more like things are on the up, days are going to be brighter, weather's going to be warmer, and you're going to be having lots of fun. So um, your key dates for Easter, like very confusing. I always think Easter changes every year. Um, but this year, I feel like it's relatively late. I know last year it was quite close to World Book Day, and that wasn't overly helpful for people. This year, there's a nice split. So you can celebrate World Book Day, and then you can switch straight over to Easter. So it's April the 20th. So you have a couple of months ahead of you to get selling in for Easter. I know some of you celebrate Orthodox Easter, which is sometimes a different date. It's the same date. I know some of you are upset about that because you'd rather have multiple dates to sell Easter books, but you've got to hit it all in one go. But the good news is you have over 2 months to get prepped, get ready to make the most of Easter. So, I thought I would share some quick stats based on last year. So some people started buying up Easter books in January, but mostly the Easter sales picked up in February. So last February, these were our best sellers. So you had Little Fur Stickers, Easter Bunnies, Easter Magic Painting, First Magic Painting Easter Eggs, Usborne Life Cycles, One Little Chick, and Find the Duck at Easter. So you've got a variety. So you've got several activity-based books, which I think are great for seasonal items because people are happy to buy an activity book. They know it won't last long and it doesn't really matter as long as it kind of lasts that season. You've got One Little Chick, which I think is Eastery because of the chick, but actually great for kids' early knowledge. I know in the UK at nurseries and early years, they do a lot of life cycles. So I think it's good for early years settings as well if they want to do something that's Eastery, but also educational. So if you're working with kindergartens or nurseries, I think that's a good one to have. Find the Duck at Easter is the kind of like iconic Find the Duck, Usborne, super easy, nice little look and find, and they're quite cheap as well, those books. Um, so, um, so I've weirdly spotlighted myself, just so if you're watching this back, you can treat yourself to permanently looking at my face for this training session. So that was February. Then March, so World Book Day was in March last, not World Book Day, Easter was in March last year. March, kind of slightly similar ones. So three of the same as February. So the Little Fur Stickers, the First Magic Painting, and the Easter Magic Painting. But you also had Wipe Clean Spring activities and Don't Tickle the Cow. So if you are someone that maybe it's your first Easter and you don't know quite how to judge the amount of full-on Easter stock you want to get, because obviously if you don't sell it, you don't want to have to wait a whole year for Easter to come around again. Farm, I think, is a good theme for Easter, that a lot of people like those kind of books. And if you don't sell it over the Easter period, absolutely fine. You can just keep selling it after that. And Spring, I think, is another good one that will take you up to kind of like May-ish time. So the Easter books are selling really well, but also worthwhile considering things that are far more spring themed that you can then keep in your stock, and they've got a bit of a longer selling window than the Easter books. 2025, I think we have got some nice books on the publishing horizon. So these are the books that have either just come out or are about to come out and be available for you. So we've got 1001 Things to Spot on the Farm. I was talking about this series this morning because they're hardback books that look like they should be $9.99. And I now need to double check because I cannot remember what I said it was. It was either, oh, here we go. Yeah, they're $6.99, this series. So phenomenal value, I think, for a hardback book that looks really gifty and looks like it should be £10. There's a new Billy and the Mini Monsters for the Billy super fans out there, so a fun Easter theme for that. There's a sticker dolly dressing, which my daughter's personal favourite. So again, great for people that want a seasonal activity book. And sticker dolly dressing is one of Usborne's #1 best-selling series. It's that and That's Not My. So if you're new, well worth investing in sticker dolly dressing, I think, because I've never been to an event where someone hasn't sold sticker dolly dressing books. There, Little Bunny. Again, I think this series looks like it should be more expensive than it is. Really soft patches, lovely for teaching children empathy, really, really sweet. And I think Eastery, but also you could continue to sell that year round. I think that will be really, really popular. And Book and Jigsaw on the Farm. So again, farm themed, 300 pieces, so a bit more challenging than some of the other ones, but is something I think you could sell certainly well into the summer. So yeah, a few specifically Eastery, couple farm based, and Bunny. So I think some really strong new titles that are coming out. We've also got more. So another springtime, Things to Spot in Springtime. Again, these mini books are really reasonably priced and great for parents to take on the go with them, to have a fun, cheap thing to do at the weekend with the children, to buy one of these books and then go out and see what they can spot. Great for getting kids out in the fresh air. Look Inside a Farm, I think, is really beautifully designed. Lovely Lift the Flat book. Again, great for educating kids. My son absolutely loves this series of Lifting the Flap and finding out more information. That's Not My Farm activity book. People were saying this morning in a sales review actually how well these books are doing for them and how well they're selling. So clearly there's a lot of confidence behind these books, so well worth getting some in for your stock for your events. And Slider Sounds Moo. So if you're not familiar with these books, you slide a sound, you move the slider along the bottom and it changes the sound. So each page has 2 different animals. Or there is a vehicles one. You slide it one way, it makes the sound of one. You slide it the other way, it makes the sound of the other one. So a great kind of cause and effect book for little children to get excited about. We have also just launched today 3 new special offers. So first, Magic Painting Easter Eggs is clearly going to be a good one to stock up on because it was one of our best-selling books in February and March last year, so it sold well, so clearly it will for you too. That's Not My Chick. These are usually £16. The book and cuddly toy combination is only £10, so I think really great as a gift for a child's first Easter where you maybe don't want to get them chocolate. I think it's a really nice alternative. And Finger Wiggly Easter Bunnies, which is just really fun and interactive and engaging for children as well. So well worth having a browse of the special offers and again starting to advertise those to your customers who might be looking for an Easter gift or Easter egg
surgery on the 11th
for their children. Sorry, if I could ask everyone to mute. I think there is a button that's supposed to tell me how to do this, but I can't find it. So if you're not muted, could you just double check and mute yourself, please? So in terms of your Easter sales strategy, the first thing you need to identify, particularly if this is your first Easter, is who are you targeting, because that will inform you which books you might want to get in for your stalls or which ones you might want to specifically target your customers with. So are you focusing on gifts for babies and toddlers instead of chocolate? So do you go to lots of baby and toddler groups? Do you have lots of friends with babies and toddlers who would want to buy a gift that wasn't chocolate? Do you know loads of grandparents who would want to do that? Are you targeting people looking for activity books to keep children occupied in the school holidays? So are you investing in things like magic painting to have at your events and sticker books? And again, do you know that you have those kind of customers in your customer base? So therefore, you might want to suggest books and activities that they can do with their children. Or do you have an older target audience? Are you looking for fiction for teens and adults to unwind with? UK, we have a bank holiday. It's a great time to get some extra reading in if you have the time to do so, to relax and unwind. So do you want to recommend some great fiction for people to enjoy in the bank holiday? Again, that will lead you to where? So once you've identified who is your target market for Easter, what is your sales strategy going to focus on? Where are you going to find those people? So these are just some suggestions. Are you going to find them in baby and toddler groups? Are you working with schools that might want end of term prizes? Or do you know any, I don't know, like ballet groups or brownies or cubs or football or whatever it might be that might be celebrating children at the end of a season or term that might want to offer them some nice prizes? I don't know if it's a thing outside the UK, but lambing experiences. I live in quite a rural area. Every man and his dog is offering you a chance to see a lamb. Again, great to pop up with your books at these kind of experiences. I know loads of people did pumpkin picking pop-ups, similar situation. And the places that you might have done those at, you might be able to do the same thing. They might be offering lambing as well. Lambing experience is essentially the same as farm events, isn't it? So I've put both in. Markets, again, lots of people have a monthly market stall where they pop up and sell there. Craft fairs, I think, are more likely to pop up. They tend to be quite seasonal. So there's lots around Christmas, but Easter is also a prime time for people popping up with those more seasonal products. And again, you could be one of those. Easter egg hunts. There's no reason why a book hunt can't work just as well as a physical chocolate egg hunt, particularly if you're working with baby and toddler groups or nurseries that maybe don't want to give kids loads of chocolate. And then you're focusing on the what. So you've identified who you're selling to, where you're going to sell. So what are you going to sell? Remember, that sounds really obvious, but the more expensive the product you sell, the more commission you will earn. And again, like, people will make their own decisions. So don't shy away from stocking higher priced items on your stores, because people all have different budgets and different perceptions of what value is and what they're happy to spend on something. So don't shy away from things like Don't Tickle and Slider Sounds and Wind Ups and the Lights and Sounds books, because they will earn you far more commission than a mini might. Activity books, you are solving a problem, and I do think they're great for an impulse purchase. So if you are somewhere where there might be a bored child, a sticker book you cannot go wrong with, I don't think. And again, if you are doing something with a school or a nursery towards the end of term and you know they're going to have an Easter break, things like magic painting are brilliant, or colouring books, or general like things to make and do books. Baby and toddlers, I do think, are your key market. I know when my children were littler, relatives bought them books rather than chocolate at Easter, which, to be honest, I don't know if I appreciated it or not, because definitely when my children got bought chocolate, my daughter would now know if I ate her chocolate, but not that long ago she wouldn't have done. So I think I missed out on some good chocolate eating there. But I think baby and toddlers are a key target market where people maybe don't want them having chocolate, and therefore a book would be great. And seasonal books are great to sell early. So books focused on farms and farm animals, they'll last you all year round. So definitely hit Easter hard now, but don't forget about those farm books as well, because even if you don't sell them in the run up to Easter, you certainly will sell them beyond that. And final kind of focus is your job is to solve problems. So you are finding people a book that will solve their problems. And I think the whole amazing thing about this sales channel for Usborne is you can do whatever you want. You can be super creative because you are able to bring the books to the customers. So for example, if someone works full time, it's not necessarily that easy for them to get out to the shops and go and purchase their gifts. So pop up in their office block so they can do their Easter purchases in their lunch break. Someone that goes to my choir was saying she really misses the fact she used to live next door to an Usborne partner, and she would literally go to their house. Her kids would look at all the books, and then she'd choose some and buy some, and then she moved, and she didn't have that anymore. So actually, don't underestimate the power you hold for your neighbours of an evening pop-up or a morning pop-up or a weekend pop-up where they can turn up, look at the books and make their purchases, and it's super convenient for them. Care homes, I think, are another good one for people that may be wanting to buy for grandchildren, great grandchildren. Actually, they probably want to see something in person, or maybe the internet usage is not as easy for them as it would be for you. So you can bring the books to them so they can feel like they've made an informed purchase and decision. You can use this season to increase your customer base. So be creative with growing your customer base. So think about things like book hunts. Do an Easter giveaway where you're using the giveaway to grow your customer base online. Do an Easter egg hunt where you give like 10% vouchers or a £5 voucher or whatever it might be that you want to do. And the offers could all be different. So that someone can use that offer with you and therefore become a consistent regular customer. Someone gave a great example of Christmas having like ready-made, like wrapped book sets for kind of the grab and go market. Again, there's no reason why you can't do that with Easter. So create pre-made things with a determined price that people can just then and there make a decision, and that's their Easter sorted. And think about your baby and toddler groups. Could you run a themed session for them? Like, could you do something with after school clubs at school, or brownies or guides or whatever young group that you've got near you? What are they looking for in this time period? And can you be the person that provides the books or the service that they need? There are lots of resources available for you on Tools and Downloads. So our lovely marketing manager, Holly, has recently recorded a project knowledge training session all about Easter. So she goes through a whole range of Easter books in a lot more detail than I have tonight. So it's well worth giving that a watch, particularly if this is your first Easter with Usborne and you're unfamiliar about books. Also worth noting that your mentor is going to be an absolute wealth of knowledge. It's their job to help you. So if you are not sure about which books you want to take to which event, definitely ask them. Don't struggle in silence. Ask them what they would take and what their bestsellers are. The website, I Googled Easter in the search bar, and there is an Easter and spring category on the website. So there was an Easter activity pack to be downloaded. All the books appear. So this is a great one to share from your website to your customers. Send out the activity pack to your nurseries, to your customer groups. If you've got a customer newsletter, send it out via there. Again, it's a reason why people should buy from you, not from other people, because you are offering them free resources and help. And there are lots of recommendations for books there too. Quick links. If you're not familiar with quick links, Usborne has a dedicated person that basically creates child-safe curated website links related to different topics and books. So again, if you just typed Easter in, there's lots of things to be found there, again, which are great to share with your customers on your social media. So you're not just focused on selling the books, you're focused on giving them free resources as well. And it's another great reason to reach out to your schools and nurseries, or to reach out to schools and nurseries that you haven't yet worked with as a way of making that initial contact and building that relationship. So that is quite a whistle-stop tour of the best-selling books from last year, the books that are coming this year, and to try and get you focused on a sales strategy of who you are targeting, what you're going to offer them, and where you're going to find them. But now I'm going to hand over to Alina, who has done many an Easter with Usborne, to share what she does, her plans, her ideas, and she is super creative. So I'm sure this is going to be really exciting. So Alina, no pressure, but over to you.
Yeah, no pressure. Yes. Thank you, Lucy. What I want to say, you already covered a lot of things we can do outside, and maybe this year Easter is in April, and it's not sooner, but keep in mind that the weather will be fine, lots of sun, lots of kids going outside, and lots of nice events that can be done there. And the opportunities are much more okay for us like this. What we can do from starting now and until then is to book lots of book fairs with kindergartens, offer them the offers, the magic painting offers for the kindergartens that are amazing, and a really good price for little gifts for Easter. And doing some community book fairs for them. We'll we'll see lots of amazing opportunities in April because the weather will be very fine in UK, in Romania, in Poland, everywhere. And we'll have to focus also on the online because there are really good stuff going on online, and I want to, let's see if I manage. Yes, you can see it.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
on the online we can start and doing some post showing Easter. Here are lots of books with my Patrick, or I really use my kid, but you can use just the books. And because Easter is about 2 months from now, we can split it and just promote now very, very nice the spring books, all the farm, all the nature, to make a little intro for the Easter. Last year I did so, and I have amazing sales just on spring. Google on the website spring and farm and nature and seasons, and will pop up many books, many nice books we can use. And we can do some book fairs in the kindergartens and school about spring before Easter. I really like to use on online lots of nice visuals because they are important, they are flashy, and the customers will stay on the post and read about it. Yes, this is a last year book fair. All the books with Easter theme and the spring theme are in front. So they will be really good seen and be sold fast. There are nice displays. And yes, all the pop-ups, the wind-ups are really good gifts for Easter. There are flashy, there are expensive. It's a perfect gift to do, and it will be appreciated also by the kid, but also by the parent, because it's a tasteful gift to do. Okay, not this. You can do, um, this is in Romania. It says bunny ideas, and I made some pre-selected books for ages to help customers to select the perfect gift for them. We can do also some pre-made packs with the little offers, because now we have in offer magic painting. It's a good deal. So we can put near him another nice book. And it's a perfect gift, like so. It's um, it's important to use all our photos on the online, and to have a really nice post about all the books. I recommend my girls to have a separate post for the Orthodox and Bible theme books, because lots of parents are interested about them, and you want to can see it very well between all these bunnies and fairies. And I have lots of customers that are um searching for Bible theme books. And don't forget the older ones that are not interested in bunnies and Easter, but they want to receive some gift, and a book is always a good idea. And for teenagers, we have lots of nice books for 10 plus also. All the stickers, the wipe cleans, the magic painting will be a really good sold, because they are nice. Their bunnies is always a good idea, and they will be sold in not in the just in spring, but also in the summer. Will be a really good choice in any trip. So you I don't know. You have to overflow the online with your happiness that the Easter Bunny is coming, that the spring is here, that the sun is bright, the books are nice. Or in your emails to the school, you have to point them to the right books, to the all the activity books we have, and they can use. And that it's a perfect idea to have a book fair in the Easter, to have a nice selection of books for Easter gift. And it's not you maybe you think now it's February and it's lot of time for Easter, but it's not. Will be here really quick. And it maybe your clients will know not to confirm and order now the books, but they will know about them. They will have time to make the constant decision, and in the right moment they will order for you.
I forgot to say, if anyone's got any questions for Alina, if you want to put them into the chat, I have a few questions for you, Alina, if that's okay, about
Yes,
what
yes,
your
please.
plan is this year. How many events have you booked already between now and
Myself,
Easter?
myself three. My girls, I don't know, many.
And if someone has just joined or they've just come onto this call today and they're feeling worried that they don't have any events booked, do you think there's still plenty of time to book events in between now and Easter?
Oh, yes, it is because in my town, the people that are organize the book of the festivals are not really planning anything right now. The agenda with the festivals will come around March, so it's plenty of time to reach out and speak to them. And in the kindergartens, yes, it's always time, it's always room for another partner to come because not all the kindergartens are aware that they have to plan from time these events, and you will have email with 2 or 3 days before, and they say, "Oh, I want a book fair now." So yes, it's always room, and will be okay as a new partner to go out and find some book fairs, and will be time for them to learn the books and know what to bring to the stall.
And which books would you say, if someone is a new partner and they've not done Easter before, which books would you say you think are the best ones to sell or you think someone should have at an Easter event?
And on Easter events, you have to sell activity books, stickers, and magic paintings are always a good idea, and you have to have plenty of them. And then not just with Easter, but with the Bible theme also. Uh, Picture books, the board books, little board books with Bible stories also are really nice and doing well on the stalls. And wind ups, Ladybird, if we'll have it. I don't know if it's on stock right now. I think so. I think she is.
I'll just
The
quickly
It is.
Ladybird
it
wind
is.
up
Oh,
is
It
thank you.
is.
amazing.
It is, Alina. It's Marianne. Yeah, it is because I ordered it recently.
Yes, I thought so because I saw it in the new titles recently, the new update.
That's such a good idea. I'd never thought about Ladybird, but it makes so much sense now you said it.
Oh my gosh, Lady Bird is amazing. I really saw lots of it, and in every book fair, it's sold out immediately. It's amazing, and it's also liked by the boys, not just for the girls.
Which so you've talked about one book that's quite expensive, the wind up, and you're saying it sells brilliantly. And again, remember, if you are new, the amount of commission you'd earn per wind up is quite a lot. Which other more expensive books, Alina, would you say are good to sell and your customers buy them?
Sound books are always a good idea, and they that will be not enough sound books in the world for for all the kids. The wind ups are really good, and I always sell one or two in a festival. And on the online part, I always, before a big, before Christmas or Easter, I make a special post just about the wind ups and present them that are doing really well for presents. And I always have over 10 to 20 confirmations. So you have to make a little big deal about them so the people will see. The pop-up books again are amazing. The butterfly and the garden are really nice and are doing well at the fairs. And really good are also the little activity books, the mazes, There are flying over the stools, and everything is look inside and see inside. There are really amazing for our schools.
And how do you manage? Alina, for those of you that don't know, does a lot of in-person events, but you also have a customer group and you do quite a lot of pre-orders, don't you, with your customers? And then you gather the orders and then you order the books and you send them out. How do you maintain your customer group and grow your customer group?
I make some giveaways every month. I always do some. I post every day there about the books, about the books that I have in stock, about the a new basket that I open for pre-orders. I always give them tips about how to use a book. Uh, Another way that a story is not just a story. We can play with the book with the little Playmobiles or Legos and incorporate it in other games. And I am there for them with recommendations, answering to their questions, and showing Patrick. Always, I'm showing Patrick what he is doing with the books. And the personal example is the best for them to uh, click with me and be there with me.
And how long would you say you spend doing your online content for your group?
I don't know. I always use my phone. I must never open my laptop. Now I opened for the third time this year, so I'm not a laptop person. And on the phone is more easier to do lots of posting and quick answering to the clients. So I can't uh, know exactly how much I am spending, but I am available for my clients almost all the time. And the real posting is about 10 minutes, 30 minutes, not long, because my posting, the text post is not long, is short, is just with the right amount of information. And I have the picture of the books near an album, and I can pick them easily. So the the post is 10, 15 minutes. It's about how many posts I made in a day.
So you're saying that people don't need to spend ages creating pictures to do posts with.
Now you have if a book is I have a question. If I have a book, a new book in the house, I make them a picture and I save that picture in my album. So I use it every time I want to post this. Uh, I make some professional pictures with Patrick with different occasion in a year, and at every photo session I bring books that I can use for the whole year, like this photo here with Patrick and moto scooter. I use it in Easter, I use it in summer, I use it to post about Ludo games. Uh, it's the same photo that I can use in different way and a lot of times. You don't
Right.
have to spend many times on online. You have to do the right thing, and it's more important to be available to answer your questions, your clients' questions about the age, about how are the books, not posting lots.
Which is, yeah, I think that's really helpful advice. So actually, you've given some great time-saving tips there that actually, if you get a delivery, take photos of the books then, because then when you need them, they're on your phone ready to use. And
Yes,
actually, you've looked at the personalized service and how actually what your customers need more from you is you answering their questions.
yes, and I try to have personal photos for every book because it's more personal, it's more trustfully in this way. It's not just a picture on a website. It's not cold.
So you've had a question, Alina, which is what advice would you give to someone who's wanting to share Easter books with their customers? So what would your first step be for them to start?
Um, a nice on the online, I suppose.
Yeah, could you specify, Bethany, because Alina is great at both, so can help you with online or an in-person event. So let us know whether you want advice on online or in person or both.
In person, you
Online.
have
Oh, online,
online.
Alina.
Online, okay. On the online, it's a good way for your customers to learn the books and yourself if you are a new partner and you don't know every series and go and make a little post about the activity books, the Easter themes activity books, or the magic painting, or stickers, wipe cleaner, and another post about the storybooks that are themed on Easter. So in this way, you don't put a big post, a busy post, and your customers are not bored and frustrated because they are not um, searching in the lots of comments. And you also can understand and learn all the books that are in a series and on a themed series.
So your advice is to don't show loads of books at the same time. So theme them. So focus on a different thing. So one day you might do activity books. The next day you might do sticker books.
Yes,
So that it's clear.
I'll put the activity books with sticker books because there are also activity. I wouldn't put there the sound books. Yeah, for the or maybe do something books for little children between 0 and 5 years, and some Easter books for 6 to 11 years to split them so they can go and search where they are needed.
You talked about using competitions to help with your following, which I think would be good for new partners that are looking to grow their social media following. Can you give an example of a competition that worked well for you?
Yes, I have giveaways every month. Um, in the first years, I always have the conditions put there to invite two friends that are mummies that are interested in books, and maybe they show me their favorite book or their a picture with their book case, or maybe tell me their kids age so I can see what type of clients I have, or maybe I ask them to tell me their names, see if there are girls or boys. This is good for the stock and to see what to order, for what age, and where to. to do next with the posting. Or when my group became larger, I didn't want to make him bigger, but I want to interact with the members, and I had a little game with them. Uh, I I post a picture with lots of books and ask them if they can guess how many
Oh,
books I'll be receive in the next order, or what title is the most ordered for Easter or for Christmas.
And there's a question about finding giveaways not working as well on Facebook for me. Have you got any tips?
I didn't hear you.
So, Marianne says, I am finding giveaways not working as well on Facebook for me. Do you have any tips for a successful giveaway?
There are not working very good on Facebook pages, but on Facebook groups, there are amazing.
it's my groups that's not working for me.
Ah,
Sorry. It might just be England, or it might just be me. Perhaps I should just move to Romania.
I have girls in England that are doing giveaways in groups, and they are growing their groups. Maybe
That's okay.
you,
Yeah.
maybe
What would
you.
you suggest you give away, Alina? So, how many books would you give away, and what kind of books would you give away?
That's what I was about to tell. Maybe it's a good idea not to show what books they will receive, because maybe it's not the books they will like or interested about. Uh, I uh, I prefer to offer a voucher of £10, maybe £5, you know, and the winner will pick something about the sum. It's more interesting like this because you have lots to choose from. It's not limited at some book.
Hopefully,
And
Marianne, have you tried that?
I
Um,
haven't I haven't for a while, in all honesty, so I will try that. Thank you.
you may want not to put many conditions, because if you telling them invite two person, show me the picture of a book, tell me your favorite book, there are too many things to do, and they will lose the interest. Just two conditions is more than enough to invite a person or two, not more than that, and tell something in the comments so your post is engaging and visible.
Yep, all good reminders. Thank you very much.
You're
and
welcome.
Alina, with your in-person events, do you have any tips of like how you would display the books, which events you think are better than other events?
If the weather is good, all the events are good, because the people will be enjoying and happy to be outside to enjoy the spring, the warm weather. And if you are having a nice display, it's impossible that you don't sell. I always put some decorations, a little bunny lights, or little baskets with with eggs for the kids, and always put the Easter in front, and the stickers uh, have to be just there in front of them, because all the kids will come to the stickers. And if they come to the stall, it's impossible. They will not buy something.
We've had a question about, do you post your books yourself? You mentioned selling from stock. So how do you handle your pre-orders, Alina, from your customers?
I look what they are ordered in a post. I put a picture and I announce that I am open a basket for these books, and all the books are in the comments. So in that post, and my clients will go and reply on each title they want, saying confirm one book, three books, and so on. And then I just count and order them.
And so yeah, so you post and package out yourself, don't you? So you get all the books delivered to you and then you
Oh,
sort,
yes,
don't
yes,
you?
yes. All the books to me and from me to the customers. I have, they can come and pick it themselves from my house or my place to work or on delivery guy. It's not expensive in Romania, the delivery, and they are really quick. If I deliver something today, tomorrow will be at my client.
And I know often people worry, Alina, about charging their customers postage. What would you say to them about that?
I have put a free charge of delivery at amount of order, a good amount of order. So if you don't want to pay the delivery, buy more books.
And I
And
think, do you find your customers would expect to pay delivery, wouldn't they? Because they have the option to collect for you from you for free, or they could pay to have them delivered to
yeah,
themselves.
I think it's not so hard to pay a little about the delivery because it's a time saver, and I don't have customers just in my town. I deliver in all my country. So it's not always possible to them to come and pick it from myself. But there are in Romania there are used to pay the delivery. It's not a big deal about it. And if I put them this opportunity to uh, have free delivery if they buy for some good amount of money, lots of them are looking what can I buy more so I have this free delivery.
And Alina, in terms of timescales, have you started sharing Easter books with your customers already? Have you sold any Easter books already, or when do you think your big sales time will be?
Yes, I posted the offers that came today, and I already have pre-orders at them. And I was having a spring theme post programmed for tomorrow. So I will start with that one, just like I did last year. And after that, I will go and put all the Easter books. But I have girls that are already posting the Easter books.
So you would say if anyone watching this wanted to get started straight away, you think absolutely people would buy Easter books now. So if they want to start sharing them, they should.
Yes, why not? Why not? We all like to uh, make our budget and not feel stress about the amount of money we will spend on holidays. So if we can buy some gift from now, it's okay. Why not? And especially if there are some nice title in offer, or some books that maybe you will not have near Easter. The stickers are always sold out near Easter. So our customers are used to uh, to order them in advance.
So we are about to come to the end of the session, and I think there are so many tips, ideas you've given people for so many things. I think my top takeaway has definitely been also about your Bible books. There are so many church groups, and they're so affordable, aren't they? The little board books to
Yes, there are amazing, and I always sell lots of them. The little board books are really good because in the church where you go with the kids, there are lots of Protestants and other religions that have corners for kids to play and stay there, and they are using these books there.
And if you to finish, if there are three things you would suggest that people do, like in the next few weeks, which three actions would you suggest people take with their business?
Um, Post, learn the books, and speak about the books with everyone. It's not it's not long for Easter. We already have to speak about them because no one wants to be in a rush and uh, have to double check the gifts if they are going to have or not. I have a online magazine here in Romania that is selling clothes and decorations for house that was selling Easter from the New Year's Day. So why not books?
Thank you so much, Alina, for your time this evening. I'm going to stop